Hello. Hello, guys, and welcome to the live stream watch along for the Cincinnati Masters 2021 men's final between Alexander Zverev and Andrey Rublev. Um, right, let's have a look at the poll first for voting. So, most of you going for Zverev so far, 67% of you. Look, I mean, I think the head-to-head says yes, Zverev wins this. Head-to-head of 4-0 in favor of the German. Obviously, Zverev, the Olympic gold medalist, in fantastic form, beat Stefanos Tsitsipas, who has also been in pretty good form, to be fair, in the last couple of weeks. So beat him in 3 sets in a very tight encounter in the end, winning the deciding set tiebreak. And Andrey Rublev breaking his duck against Daniel Medvedev, making sure that he was able to end the 5-match losing streak that he had unfortunately incurred against his compatriot Daniel Medvedev and came through in 3 sets. So a lot of confidence gained, I think, for Andrey Rublev and a very mental victory. Actually, he said here, apparently, it gives me more confidence I can compete against him. There are still so many things to improve, but it's like when you pass university and they give you a diploma. So he'd actually lost all previous 13 sets against Medvedev. So this is a huge, huge win for him in the scheme of things. Currently ranked number 7, and he will be looking to add a Masters 1000 tournament to his repertoire after a lot of 250s, eh? So Kaya says, thoughts on Tsitsipas using his phone during toilet breaks? I'm going to try and be diplomatic on this, but I want my honest answer to be fair as well. Realistically, we don't know 100% that he's using it, right? But most likely he is. Let's just be honest. When he goes in there, because he does it every single match. After each set, he goes in, takes his bag. You know, I think there's no rule specifically telling you not to take your phone into the bathroom. It's not being monitored. So realistically, I would say that it's wrong. Like, simple as that. It's wrong, isn't it? No other way of putting it. It's just, it's not right. I think it's not strictly against the rules of the game yet, because there isn't a specific rule about it. But clearly, Alexander Zverev wasn't happy about it, and I don't blame him, to be honest with you. And I don't think it should be allowed. I think they should make sure, like, if a line judge is accompanying the player into the locker room, before they go into the bathroom, they need to make sure the player sets their mobile phone down in the locker room, right? And it just stops them from taking it into, the into the toilet. And, there was a scenario where realistically, he could have been sitting on the toilet, Tsitsipas, on his phone, and his dad was on his phone at the same time, in the stadium. So, look, I know he's all in favor of on-court coaching, etc. And so this makes him actually look even worse, unfortunately, in the light of it. But there's quite a few funny nicknames going around, like Texipas and all this. So, no, I don't know. I don't think he's a horrible guy. I just think, obviously, pushing the boundaries. Yeah. Adil says, oh, followed on 112. Nice, really cool, lovely. See that? I didn't even know if there was going to be play, because obviously there's no play yesterday. Dillard Boy 108 says, thank you, Dillard Boy, for tuning in from Twitter. Please do give us a follow on Twitter if you don't mind, and also like this video. He says, who do you have winning? I have Zverev winning. I think realistically, I'll give a very, very brief reason why I think he'll win. It's because Andrey Rublev has a pretty non-existent backhand slice. And Alexander Zverev's backhand on the line has been one of the shots of the last few months. He's got an incredible backhand on the line. It's been firing since really the start of the Olympics. It was phenomenal. And Stefanos Tsitsipas tried to utilize that against Zverev, and his backhand slice is not very good either, and it got punished. Especially Rublev going into out as well to the backhand. I think Zverev is just going to not mind it at all on the backhand side. So Zverev plays how I think he has been playing since the start of the Olympics. I can see him winning this. He might win in 3 sets, but I see Zverev winning. Rublev has got very exciting, aggressive games, so you never know. He could just look, if he's hitting extremely cleanly, then you never know, right? It could easily go either way. But for me personally, I would edge towards Alexander Zverev. Scare says they should only be allowed to enter the toilet cubicle with items in a clear bag, just like during exams at school. That's hilarious. You know what? That's a bit. I think that's probably a bit far, isn't it? But I know that's probably tongue in cheek as well from you. But I think, yeah, they should definitely have some protocol, right? As Andrey starts us off, goes serve out wide, and Zverev completely misses that forehand, and it loops by his feet. Very, very bizarre start. And 15 love for Andrey Rublev with the unreturned serve. And Zverev will be hoping, if he's hitting the ball like that, he definitely will not win. Alexander Zverev, big serve from Rublev out wide on the ad side, but misses it. So second serve here now for the German to have a look at. Into the backhand side, good backhand return from Zverev, taking it on the rise cross court, and then Rublev goes out and goes wide with the forehand cross court. So 15 all here, and a good little. It's going to be a feel out couple of games, isn't it? Both players just wanted to make sure they hold serve, and then we will, I guess, get into the ebbs and flows of how this match is going to progress with some patterns of play. It's another good serve by Rublev, again out wide to the forehand. I wonder whether that's a tactic, because that's two serves out wide, or whether he's just trying to get a feel for his serve. But it's like the short slice serve to the Zverev forehand, and Zverev again mishitting that, and he just shanks it wide. So maybe they've looked at that and maybe he struggles with it. Good serve from Rublev down the tee, but Zverev is equal to it, if not more, with a fantastic return forehand into in to the Rublev forehand, rushes him, and Rublev slices into the net. So 30 all here. And Rublev under a little bit of pressure early doors here. Scare says, what's happened to the allegations surrounding Zverev? From what I know, he was cleared of them. I think, Rublev this time. So again, goes with a serve out wide, a bit predictable. 107 miles per hour was the first serve. Tried to slice out wide, wasn't accurate enough. If you're going to serve at 107 miles per hour in your first serve, you've got to really make sure it's on the spot. Zverev ready, got across, fantastic return at an angle, cross court, and Rublev then puts his forehand, dumps it in the net, so has to save a break point early here. The Russian, big serve out wide to the backhand of Zverev. The backhand return a little bit shorter. And what does Rublev do? Classic Rublev, steps in and hits an absolutely thunderous forehand into win for a winner. And he saves that early break point, and it's juice here in this first game already. And already we're seeing quite a bit of tennis being played from the two in terms of rallies. Oh, suddenly gone really dark in Cincinnati. Bizarre. It's almost like maybe it's a big cloud over it. Wow. But by 78% of you have said Zverev will win. Oh, it does this for Zarnaki. No worries, you don't have to. I've got it open in a separate tab, buddy. So no need to on here. I've got it open, but thank you. I appreciate it. Advantage Zverev again as Rublev goes long with a forehand. So another breakpoint opportunity here for Zverev. Early doors here. He's knocking on the door. Rublev misses the first serve. So second serve here. And Alexander Zverev he's looking strong with a very strong backhand cross-court return, and comes forward into win forehand as Rublev slicing into that backhand side. Then goes backhand down the middle. Zverev goes backhand on the line. Rublev just about managing to do enough on that forehand cross-court, and we're into the rally here. Zverev goes down the line with the forehand, backhand just down the middle, and Rublev struggling to impose himself in the rallies here. He's trying to hit the ball hard, but just not quite timing it as he'd like. Really good cross-court. Really good cross-court from Zverev. Backhand cross-court into the backhand of Rublev, and that is a weakness. We know that. And he gets the early break as the unforced error comes from the racket of the Russian. Ah, dear. Well, it's interesting. Matthew D'Souza says supposedly Ben Rothenberg was to release a part 2 to the Zverev allegations this week. So Matthew D'Souza, you seem to be in tune with what's going on, the situation. Do you want to enlighten us in terms of like kind of what's happened, like a quick summary, because I haven't really, I haven't really kept up to date, to be honest with you with it. Not sure at all what the Zverev situation is. Zverev goes down the tee with a serve and misses it. So goes long. He'll be hoping no double fault yips, please. He hasn't had it in a few months, and I'm hoping he's got over it. Really good second serve, big kick on it, down the tee to the backhand of Rublev. Rublev looks so uncomfortable returning that high with the ball rising on him, and goes long with the returns. 15 love, and I think Rublev's going to have a real issue returning Zverev's serve. Zverev serves well, like we know he can and should. Another first serve goes long, though, and Zverev having to serve another second serve here. Goes really big out wide to the backhand, 93 miles an hour, and then a fantastic forehand down the line from a very pedestrian and passive ground stroke from Rublev down the middle. And Zverev is just, he's hitting the ball pretty. It was a really good backhand cross court, to be fair, with fantastic depth, which then caused the shorter ball from Rublev to go short, and then really impressive from Zverev to go down the line with the forehand for the clean winner. Serve out wide, it does find the first serve. It's a slice out wide, 125 miles per hour, and Rublev goes wide with the forehand. So 40 love. By the way, Zverev was serving at 140 miles per hour plus yesterday, which is ridiculous. Was it yesterday or the day before? No, yesterday. It was yesterday. 40 love here, by the way. Big serve, very big serve. Good return, though, from Rublev, and we're into the rally slice, and Zverev goes in to win, and it's a... he has hit the leather of that ball. I don't think they're even made of leather, are they? That is an absolute cracker of an in-to-win forehand from what is a crazy player in form right now. Zverev is looking damn strong, and he goes 2 love up and consolidates the break. Matthew D'Souza says Ben Rothenberg wrote a piece for Racket magazine, earlier story where she made a series of abuse allegations, mental and physical. Sasha denied them all. Mary Carrillo during Olympics commentary said that Ben Rothenberg was releasing a part 2 a week before the US Open that would force ATP to come up with a domestic abuse policy. Okay. But has he's been accused of this stuff, but they're releasing these allegations and stuff. But what about how they've gone to court with it? Because if not, then it makes me question the validity of the allegations. If they go to court, then I just think, well, obviously there's something there, right? Whether it's false or not, I don't know, but I'll have no idea. Zverev is just, I think Rublev is only, I don't know, he hasn't won a point in about 5 or 6 points. Struggling. Fact notification says, evening, fact notification. How you doing, buddy? Good serve from Rublev down the tee, and then Zverev is just, he's sticking in, but that's a huge into-out forehand from Rublev. He had to work really hard for that. He had to hit a couple of hammer forehands. It was a huge serve to start off with. Zverev goes down the middle, and it's not huge depth on it. Then it's a huge forehand into-out from Rublev, and then it's just a huge into-in forehand coming forward from the Russian as well. Good serve again from Rublev, tips the top of the net, but then unfortunately for him, drops on his side. 15-30 here, and he's probably thinking, I need to be playing at about 150% right now, and that's impossible. So Kate says, you're a Chelsea fan, right? Yes, I am. Soz, mate, we stuffed you guys, didn't we? 2-0. Arsenal are in a world of trouble, and you've got Man City next. So good luck, is what I'm going to say. I think Mikel Arteta won't be in a job for much longer, I would assume. I'd be surprised if he makes it to Christmas. Backhand to backhand, and then Zverev goes down the line with it's that backhand. People are trying to, target the backhand of Zverev, and it's not targetable at the moment. It's just not. It's like Djokovic. You go to the backhand of Djokovic, and it's not a weakness. For most players it is, but not for Zverev and not for someone like Djokovic especially as well. Good defensive work from Zverev here. He is just sticking in the rally, but then eventually, to be fair to Rublev, he just kept on hammering away. It's a smash, then a forehand on the rise, and Zverev has to concede the point as he goes wide with a forehand lob. How says upset United game today. Not going to lie, surely, yeah. That my dad and my brother are Man United supporters. We were actually watching it because they're around, and yeah, they didn't play very well, did they? Really good serve out wide from Andrey Rublev. Short return from Zverev. Rublev comes forward, puts it away. Beautiful. Surely the end for Packet. Oh, I don't know. Horace, you know what? I'll be doing a video on that tomorrow with Mohammed, so keep an eye out for that. We're going to discuss, actually. I might just do a live stream and get you guys involved on that. Matthew D'Souza says Rublev must be cooked from yesterday. After playing in the heat, he needs a week off. I'm assuming you mean? Yeah. Maybe. Juice here. And he's having to dig deep here, Rublev. And he goes wide with the backhand cross court. This is going to be a hard slog for Rublev. I think if he's going to win this, he needs to play consistently at probably his optimum level. Unless Zverev somehow, which can happen. I mean, it happened against Tsitsipas' level dropped for about a set or so. And although he was struggling physically, I think that's why. I don't know. Guys, as well, we've got quite a few people in the chat. Please do remember to smash the like button if you don't mind. And also do subscribe to the channel. Read us, help us out. I do appreciate you all legends for tuning in. That's what we want, right? People tuning in, getting involved. Get involved in the questions and everything. And, oh, man. Rublev goes out wide with the serve. Zverev with a really good return, to be fair. Nice depth on the backhand side. And Rublev dumps the forehand into the net. So that's a double break early here. He could get bageled. That's how bad this is looking right now. Joseph is on Chelsea off first, Liverpool second. Yeah, I mean, but it's only been like a couple of games a deal, man. Come on. There's no point talking about stuff like that. It's just, yeah. Until, you get to near the end of the season. Well, I think until you get to past Christmas, it doesn't matter. Past the New Year, even. Matthew D'Souza says Zverev's backhand is maybe the best in the game. That's a bold claim. I mean, look, I can see why you're saying it because he's been hitting it very, very well. I think the issue that he maybe had is, and I guess this doesn't mean that it's not the best, but the issue that he had was the way that he used to utilize it in the past, which was he just almost exclusively used to go cross court with the backhand and the forehand, to be fair. He just didn't want to have any risk of going down the line and either clattering into the net or going long and just, having that slightly higher risk that he would have to then contend with. He's brushed that to the side in, the last 6 months or so, and his game has flourished because of it. So let's see whether he can continue to do so, but he has got a fantastic backhand. Crazy. Djokovic as well. I mean, he's got an incredible backhand. Murray, to be fair, when, in his prime, crazy backhand. If I'm talking about two-handers. And who else has got a crazy two-hander? Medvedev's got a pretty good one as well, but yeah. Matthew says, love to see how Liverpool deal with Lukaku, VVD versus Big Rom, mate. That would be crazy, yeah. Yeah, I'm saying it because you're a Chelsea fan. I'm a Liverpool fan. Both teams looking good, even though it's just the start of the season. Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't mean much, unfortunately. I'm not skeptical, but I'm just very realistic nowadays. Yeah, we'll see. 3-love here, and Zverev goes second serve, just rising on Rublev. But it's a good deep return, to be fair. Down the middle, but it does enough, Rublev, on that return. Then goes backhand long as he's trying to get involved in a backhand-to-backhand exchange. It's quite tough, right, to kind of think about how you beat Zverev when the backhand is firing like that. Do you actually go to the forehand? Because the forehand is huge from Zverev when he wants it to be. Really good serve out wide, then into out from the forehand side. Rublev actually read it, but the forehand was so big that he just couldn't control it and goes wide. But what I would say is I don't know, because the forehand does break down more than the backhand, but I just don't think realistically it's not a plan you can just continually do. I think he needs to mix it up, Rublev. He needs to have patterns of play that aren't predictable. I would suggest that he tries to use more angles as well, a bit of pace with the ball, but he's not that type of player. He will just hit through the ball constantly at one pace, and Zverev will just deflect it constantly. And he'll like the pace, but really big serve from Zverev out wide, and Rublev just slices wide. 40 love, and this is looking like men against boys at the moment. Matthew D'Souza says, is it finally safe to say that Zverev's issues on serve are behind him? As Zverev, it just wraps that up so easily, this service game. 4 love, serves to love, consolidates a second break, easy peasy for the German, and he looks like he's well on the way to the first set here and halfway to the title, and I don't know. Guys, also, I will be releasing a US Open preview with Gil Gross, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with. Obviously, a very renowned YouTuber and presenter of Monday Match Analysis, and the crowd cheering as Rublev hits an ace, 15 love. And I'll tell you what, I think that's 5 points out of the last 20 that he's won, so not great. Not great for Rublev, but good little start here at 15 love. And that's another... What a serve. Big serve from Rublev out wide, clips the line. He's probably going to have to do that right now because he's not got much else choice at the moment. He's struggling in the rallies, so maybe he's just going to have to go hell for leather and hope for the best. 30 love, though, and the crowd cheering for every point that Rublev's winning here. They want to see a contest, of course. Decent second serve, but then nets the backhand. He looks so deflated, does Andrey Rublev. I reckon that Medvedev match has taken a lot out of him. I think it was Matthew. Was it Matthew that was saying that? Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think you've got a good point. But in terms of Zverev's issues on serve, I didn't even address that. I don't know. It's too early to say. I think it's not been long enough because he had issues at Wimbledon. Oh, really good serve from Rublev out wide. Zverev goes long, so a good hold, and he won't get bageled. The most that will happen to Rublev is a breadstick 4-1 here, and I mean, he won't be happy with the performance so far, but at least he's on the board and up and running. Yeah, so sorry, as I was saying, that Zverev, I actually watched him live at Wimbledon. I've got so many videos, by the way, because I went to day 2 of Wimbledon and I went to the men's quarterfinals. So I saw Zverev, I saw Kerber, I saw Medvedev versus Struff, I saw Auger-Aliassime against Berrettini, and I saw Shapovalov versus Khachanov. I've got videos and pictures of them, and I still haven't put them together in a video. So bad. Just so much stuff going on with like 3 different sports, and then trying to get it together and edit it is just carnage. But yeah, they like Zverev. I watched him in his first round match, and he was just, he just blew the guy away as Grykspor, unseeded player. Qualifier came through. Zverev just put him aside like he was nothing, pretty much. And he has the ability to do that, especially on his serve. I think the biggest issue with Zverev is potentially mental. And I think, if he serves one double, it's then always in his head. He did serve 2 doubles yesterday against Tsitsipas, but they weren't in a row. They weren't consecutive. They were separate instances, isolated incidents even, sorry. And they weren't big doubles either. And he just got on with it. So I think the signs are looking good. But the fact that it was only Wimbledon, which is the last Grand Slam, I think you need to give him at least, I would say you need to give him at least a year and a half where he doesn't do it. And then you can say, okay, there has been enough time and enough matches played, enough work from Alexander Zverev to say, yeah, okay, fair enough. This guy is, right, or has sorted out this issue. We've got 83% of people saying Zverev to win, and it's very hard to disagree with that so far. Good serve from Alexander Zverev out wide, ace, and he is just flying right now. It is just, what do you do? Why do you do? You let me know in the comments what would you guys do? Right, what would you guys do at the moment? Matthew D'Souza says, brutal for Rublev, has to go to the well in a torturous heat to overcome Medvedev and his reward, another Titanic opponent. It's true. But then to be fair, Zverev had Tsitsipas, which is a Titanic opponent as well. This is ridiculous serving, by the way, by Zverev. It's an ace down the tee, 40 love, and he's just making this look extremely easy right now. He's making holding serve look like child's play. Big serve again, and that is absolutely phenomenal serving from the German. Huge. The game duration, 50 seconds. It's gone. Blink of an eye. Done. 5-1. Thank you very much. Get on with your serve. Ridiculous. Adil says, if anyone can deal with big Rom, it's big Verge. Chelsea will have a good play left side. Robbo won't play. Smikas might play in his position. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, yeah, there we go. Rublev with an ace of his own. Really good. Oh, big serve again. Oh, there we go. Rublev's up for... You know what? If Rublev serves like this in the second set, you'll have a chance. We'll have a chance because Zverev's a good returner. I would say, he's a... If we're talking about A-star is maybe Djokovic and Nadal, I think Medvedev is almost there. I would say Medvedev is an A. I think Zverev is like an A- returner. So he's pretty high. Very good from Rublev. Serve out wide, then a huge into-out forehand from the return of Zverev. And Zverev cannot do enough there. So 40 love, and it could be a hold to love, which would be extremely impressive. Here we go. Huge. It's an ace down the tee. 5-2. And I tell you what, it's putting him in good stead, I think, for the second set, and that's what we want. Guys, as well, I can see some of you have liked the video. If you haven't already, please do like the video. It really does help us out. I do appreciate it. Genuinely, without you guys, we wouldn't be doing this. So any help is greatly appreciated. It does help the channel to grow. You're all legends for doing so. And also, please do also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already as well. It does help us out a huge amount. We're on our road to 2K subs, so any help is greatly appreciated. Matthew D'Souza says, do we know if Zverev and Medvedev are on the same side of the US Open draw? We don't know yet because the draw has not been released yet. Once it is, though, I will be doing a draw preview. I mean, so what? So Medvedev will be number 2. Zverev will be, well, obviously there's no Nadal, so Zverev will most likely be number 4, I would assume. I'll say number 1, Djokovic, obviously number 2, Medvedev, number 3, Tsitsipas, number 4, Zverev. Obviously no Nadal. Yeah, they could be. Could be. Could also not be as well. 5-2 here, though, and Alexander Zverev is just playing some phenomenal tennis, it has to be said. He just blew Rublev away in the first 4 games, 4-love up. Since then, Rublev has managed to hold 2 of his service games with much better serving. And to be fair, I say much better serving. He just turned it on, the serving. He had to turn it on because he was struggling, with getting serves in. And then next thing you know, we're into rallies. So it's just crazy. Zverev goes out wide to the forehand of Rublev, then backhand cross-court, backhand on the line from Zverev, crunches a forehand down the line. Oh, really good angles found from Zverev, good depth as well. And Rublev clips the top of the net with a backhand. It dribbles over, and I think he celebrated it, or was he just saying sorry with his hands up? Let me have a look. So look, he clipped the top of the net and it just dribbled over, really. So fortunate point, but the first time he's been in front here, so really, really, really impressive. Also tongue-in-cheek. 15 love here, though, for Rublev on the Zverev serve. Good little inroad. Can he capitalize on that bit of fortune? Why not? Oh my gosh. Is that a second serve at 135 miles an hour? What? Guys, we've got over 20 people in the chat. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please do remember to smash the like button if you haven't already, and also subscribe to the channel. It really does help us out. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much, all legends. And if you have already done so, then ignore me and thank you. I appreciate it. 15-0 here, and Alexander Zverev looking to close out this set. He's serving for the set here. And, oh. So first double fault for Alexander Zverev. Has a look at the mark. Just out, by the way. His second serve, he's just going for it. He's going for it like it's a first serve. I guess he's 5-2 up, so he probably thinks, well, I've got the cushion. But that was a second serve previously. That one was as well. And he just went first serve. That is a huge flipping heck. 127 miles per hour out wide. So that is just... my gosh. Please give me your serve. But not the yips part, please. Just your good serving. Good serve down the tee. And Rublev. Oh, I thought that return was in. What happened? No, serve was out. Okay. I thought that serve was well in. I thought it was well in, to be honest with you. Here you go, second serve. He's going to go for this. Oh, no. Oh, sorry. It was let first serve. My fault. Sorry. False alarm. I was like, oh my God. Oh no, another double. But it's not. He might struggle here, though, because he's been going first serves. No, he hasn't struggled at all. So very good second serve. Down to the backhand of Rublev. And again, he's just struggling with that kick serve on the second serve, which is just popping up at such a height. And Rublev is not a very tall player. He's struggling to get over that. It's difficult. 40-30 here. Good serve out wide. Good return, though, from Rublev. And Zverev with a mistake, and quite a costly mistake this could be, as he goes wide. So he had a set point and hasn't converted it back to juice, or now juice anyways. Oh my gosh, what a 135 miles per hour down the tee. And that is advantage to the German. That is absolutely huge from the German star. Advantage and set point number 2 for Alexander Zverev. Can he seal the deal? Oh, yes, he can. Yes, he can, with a fantastic serve down the tee. Then backhand cross court, comes into the net, finishes off the point with an easy volley. Well put together point. I like it when he comes to that. I really do. I think it's a good variation. I would like to see more of that in the second set, actually. 6-2 for Alexander Zverev. Should we have a look at the stats? I think we should for the first set. I'll let you know the unforced errors and winners count because it's not on here. It will be coming up though, and I'll let you know what it is as well. So 5 aces to 4 for... Oh, hold on. So that's crazy, right? Because you look at that and you think, oh, hold on. He's actually served more aces than Zverev, but that's just because there's a lot of unreturned serves. So 9 winners and 10 unforced errors for Rublev, 7 winners for Zverev, 2 unforced errors. So very tidy set. Very, very tidy set from Zverev. Only 7 winners and only 2 unforced errors, which is really impressive. But the 9 winners to 10 unforced errors for Rublev, having more unforced errors than winners is not what you want as a tennis player, unless conditions are really tricky, which here at the moment is not. So he'll be a little bit disappointed with that. Yeah. All right. So let's then look at the stats. So yeah, I mean, 5 aces, 4 aces is a little bit misleading because yes, only 4 aces, but a lot of those serves were unreturnable. So you've got a racket on it, so it doesn't count as an ace, but it'll count as a... Yeah, it won't count as a clean winner, will it, actually? Count as a forced error. Anyways, double faults, 1, none for Rublev, which is fine, good stuff. First serve percentage, high for both, to be fair, but where it really differs is the second serve points 1%, and first serve points 1%. 87% for Zverev, 72% for Rublev. And look at this disparity here, 80% to 14% on the second serve. Carnage. Absolute carnage. Breakpoint saved. Zverev hasn't had to save any breakpoints, which says a lot. It's just, yeah, it's not making good reading at the moment for Andrey Rublev. Still a long way to go. Obviously, we're only halfway through at least. Let's see. Let's see how we go. Eh? Let's see how we go. Adil, thank you very much for the update. But yeah, got to open, and yeah, hopefully Pakistan do well. Right, so let's see. Let's see how we go, eh? Because I reckon Zverev is gonna. I reckon he's gonna blow Rublev away in the second set, unless you see a little dip, which we saw against Tsitsipas. Then you never know. You genuinely never know, but I can't see it happening. I think he's going to be too big, too strong, as they would say in boxing. But yeah, I hope not. I mean, I'd like to see a three-setter. Would you not? Of course you would. Everyone would love to. I've got 48 votes on the poll, 85% saying Zverev, which is no surprise, 15% Rublev. Okay, if you voted for Rublev, I want to know in the comment section. Come on, be brave. In the comment section, I want you to give a reason as to why you think Rublev is going to win this match, especially if you voted after like seeing some of the match as well. And just give me your thoughts. Like, I want to hear them because it's always interesting to get people's views on it. So yeah, 14% of people, 14% saying Rublev. That's still some. So tell me why you think your boy's going to win. He could. I mean, it's not impossible. Of course not. It's the game of tennis. Anything can happen. Matthew D'Souza says Rublev has to hope Zverev serve even drops off a touch. Yeah, agreed. Here we go into the rally. Rublev is starting off here. Slice from Zverev, into out from Rublev, then backhand cross court from the German, into in from the Russian, and then huge into out forehand from Rublev to win the first point of the set. Is it? Or has he gone long? Oh, no, he's gone long. Oh, dear. My mistake. Adil says, I went for Rublev because tennis is unpredictable game and anyone can win. Okay, I like that, Adil. Anyone else? Anyone else gone for Rublev and want to give their reasoning? I'm just intrigued. I like knowing people's reasonings for the underdog or someone who's down and why they think they can turn it around. And I think it's always interesting because sometimes you find out stuff that you maybe didn't even think about. Good second serve from Rublev, but good return from Zverev. And I say good second serve, but it's in the middle of the box on 84 miles per hour. So I think maybe being a bit optimistic about that serve. Rublev is struggling here at love 30. Not the start he would have wanted. Oh, very good serve from Rublev. Down the tee, 130 miles per hour. He needs a lot more like that, please. Pace on the ball on the serve. Make sure you're hitting the spots even, sorry. Make sure you're hitting your spots. You're spot serving and serving big. That's what you have to do against Zverev when he's playing in this form. It's a given. It's a given. Unreturnable serve for there. But then, oh my gosh, that is so good. And this is what I mean, though, right? It's the second serve. If you're going to put it in the middle of the box at 83 miles per hour, you have to expect this. It's a huge into-win forehand return winner from Zverev, 90 miles per hour into the corner, and Rublev has no chance. 15-40 and having to save 2 break points. Second serve as well here to look at. That's a better second serve at 94 miles per hour and deeper in the box into the rally. Backhand to backhand exchange here. Zverev going cross court and finding a fantastic angle. And Rublev dumps the backhand into the net. Almost goes to hit his racket on the floor. Goes against it. Or decides against it even. Walks back to his chair. This is, not making a good reading right now for the Russian. It's just, it's a bit very difficult to know what Rublev can do here. Yes, of course, the easy thing to say is, well, okay, we'll cut out your unforced errors, and that's for all well and good, but he's probably thinking I need to do certain things here to actually disrupt the rhythm of Alexander Zverev, and that's causing the errors in his game. If he's too passive, obviously, then Zverev will just take over as well. A huge serve from Zverev. he has to also hope that Zverev stops serving this big, and not just this big, but in spots as well. Zverev goes huge out wide to the backhand of Rublev, and then really big backhand cross court. Fantastic. Oh, I was about to say fantastic drop shot. It was decent. It was a decent slice backhand drop shot cross court. Rublev actually does get it. He gets there and just puts the dink down the line into the net. Disappointing. 30 love. He did all the hard work there, to be fair. Oh, no. Rublev, okay, so this is where you know that as a return you're in trouble. He actually tried to just, like a goalkeeper, you know, they just guess aside. He tried to guess that Zverev was going to go down the tee. He moved early. Zverev just goes out wide, and Rublev is nowhere near that. And it's another huge serve down the tee to the forehand of Rublev. Rublev goes long and serves to love Alexander Zverev. He consolidates the break, and this set has started off exactly how that first set started, with Alexander Zverev getting the early break and then also consolidating it. Rublev has to change something and turn something around. Guys, come on. Give me the answers. What does Rublev do? Good serve from Rublev. Huge slice serve out wide. Really good. Very, very good accuracy on that serve. And Zverev on the reach cannot make that return. So 15 love. Look, I mean, he needs very good serving. That will be a good start, won't it? That'll be a big help. Another fantastic serve. He smashes the ball up in the air. Don't know why. Very good skills, though, with the racket to bring that down. Here you go. Oh, just misses that serve. I tell you what, I was close. He's not serving badly. Yeah, as soon as he gets into the rally, so second serve down at T97 miles per hour, good, better second serve. But here we go. Now, this is where we have an issue in the rallies. See, so he goes long with the forehand into win, and this has been the problem. As soon as a rally goes more than about 2%, it can't. Oh my God. Second serve points won, 80% for Zverev, 8% for Rublev. And again, it's another mistake. He's struggling. Goes out wide. Zverev goes cross court. Rublev cramps himself on the forehand, trying to go into out, and goes wide with the shot. He just looks all over the place here, Rublev. He looks tired. He looks like his legs are not quite there. He's not getting to the right positions. But you know what? Maybe I'm just wrong, because that's a huge serve down at tee by Andrey Rublev, 40-30, and he is looking to he's looking to at least get on the board here. Come on, Rublev. Yeah, thanks, Adil. Adil, no need to update me, buddy, on the cricket, because I've got it open on a tab, so I can see what's going on. But I appreciate it anyway. But yeah, no need for the updates. But thank you. Oh, big serve from Rublev. Really big serve. Ace down the tee. And he throws the ball into the ground. And he's very, very happy, I think. I think he's a bit angry about it. Just angry with how the game's going so far. Guys, we've got over 30 people in the chat. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please do remember to smash the like button to this video if you don't mind. Really does help us out. And also do subscribe to the channel as well. Really, really does help us out. We're on our road to 2K subs, and any help towards that is greatly appreciated. Thank you for doing so. You're all legends. Thank you very much. And anyone have the key to how Rublev can win this match? Let me know, because I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. Genuinely. No idea. Right, so it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because I think obviously, you know, it's very easy to say, well, he needs to serve well. I think if he says like that, it obviously helps him, because for the most part in the service games, at least he's getting 3 points, some 3 points. The biggest issue is that when Zverev does make returns and it's not super short, at the moment, he is getting the better of the longer rallies, Alexander Zverev. And Andrey Rublev is making a lot of mistakes. Is he trying to go for too much? Is he trying to go too big? I think potentially, but I think it's more Zverev's shot making from the back of the court is disrupting Rublev. It's making him move around a lot. He's in uncomfortable positions. So how can Rublev flip it on his head? And that's the big question, which I'm, to be honest, struggling with the answer for it. Big first serve from Zverev. Rublev clips along with the return now into the rally. Backhand down the middle from Rublev. He's struggling to get penetration on that backhand. Good backhand from Zverev. Finds the angle, but fantastic backhand as well from Rublev down the line. But we're into the rally. Forehand to forehand this time. Oh, this is what I mean, right? Backhand to backhand. Zverev superior. Forehand to forehand at the moment, he's superior as well. And that's not something that a lot of people can say when they play Rublev, because Rublev's forehand is very, very good, to be fair, for the most part. But there, the cross court from Zverev forehand, when he hits it cleanly, when he's on form, it's very good. Tsitsipas has got another very good forehand cross court as well. And it's something that it's not just the way they hit it, it's the angles they manage to find as well at that height. They're able to access even angles that some players who are slightly shorter can't access just because of the height differential. 30 love here. 15% is still saying a Rublev to win, and this is out of 60 votes. So please let me know why you think Rublev will win. Or Zverev coming to the net. Really good composure from the German. Good stuff. Like, genuinely, that's what you want to see. You want to see someone being composed at the net, mixing up as well. I like that. See, if Rublev was someone who was able to come to the net more as well, then I would say maybe come to the net. Maybe, give him different looks. But he's just not that type of player, unfortunately. So it's hard to say that. Guys, got quite a few people in the chat, over 35 people. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please remember to smash the like button and do subscribe as well if you haven't already. Oh, double fault. Double fault alert for Alexander Zverev. Is this yips time? Now, this is what Rublev will be hoping for. And not in a malicious way, but because it'll help him out. 4-15 here, though, to Zverev. Probably not, because it's 40-15. I think he'll probably be okay, but let's see. Or big first serve. Yep, he is fine. Shorter return from Rublev, and then Zverev puts it away with ease. Into in forehand from Zverev into the open court. And Rublev guesses the wrong way. Yeah, so 3-1 to the German. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Please do remember to like the video if you haven't already. I do appreciate it. It's quick, it's easy. It's the big thumbs up button. I do appreciate it. Really helps us out. And also do subscribe as well. Again, really does help us out. It's the big red button. It's free as well. And thank you very much for tuning in. You are all legends for doing so. Oh, good second serve. That backhand, it has so much depth from Zverev for the most part. Reminds me of Djokovic's backhand. Really good into out forehand from Zverev as well. It's not just the way that he's striking the ball, it's the depth he's managing to find on these ground strokes, which makes it so hard as an opponent to then find penetration yourself from the back of the court. Now, baseline points won, 30 of them so far. 23 of them won from Alexander Zverev. So that shows at the moment that he's just so dominant from the back of the court. Slice return from Zverev. Very good, though, from Rublev. It was a good serve out wide. Zverev didn't do enough with the return, and then he just swats away a short forehand cross-court for a clean winner. Good angle found, and a smart play there from Andrey Rublev. Again, goes out wide with the service cross-court. Forehand, very good depth from Alexander Zverev. Not enough from Rublev. It just loops it really into the middle of the court. And Zverev crunches the backhand cross-court. And Rublev gets absolutely nowhere near that. So that is another winner for the Germans. So they've got exactly the same amount of winners, 12 each. But unforced errors, 15 for Rublev, 3 for Zverev. So huge disparity there. Good serve from Andrey Rublev down the tee from the ad side. 30 all here. And I don't know, will he hold? You'd hope he can, but I don't know. Every game is a struggle right now for Rublev. Yep. See, that's the problem, right? He's trying to go out wide with a slice serve from that juice side, and he's pretty much gone there exclusively for the most part. And when he has gone there, the first two times it was fine, but after that, Zverev for the most part has just gone really deep into the toes of Rublev, and then he struggled to win that point. But that's a fantastic serve down the tee, clipping the edge of the line there, and a clean ace for the Russian. Takes him to juice, saves a break point. Can he make sure that he doesn't have to save another? Can he put it away? Oh no, he's going to have to save another, because again, it's a really deep return from Zverev. And again, Rublev just struggling to make any kind of inroads into the rally, just defensively not able to push Zverev back. And it's another clean winner. Oh, this time it's a missed opportunity for Zverev. It's a serve down the tee, and Zverev just whips the forehand, mishits it, and it goes straight into the crowd. So another breakpoint saved, and back to juice here. Big serve, but decent return. Oh, and it was a decent return, but it didn't have enough on it. And there was an opportunity enough for sure for the Russian Rublev to come forward and hit an into out forehand and come to the net. He puts it long. So another break point to save here. That's actually a very good serve, but it's an even better return from Zverev as he gets fantastic depth. Then he's just pushing Rublev around. Goes cross court. Rublev then has to go on the reach on the forehand side, and he's got broken yet again. That's a double break. He's 2 breaks down here. Alexander Zverev is 4-1 up, and he's serving to go 5-1 up here. This is just absolute carnage right now. Absolute carnage. And I have no idea, genuinely, I have absolutely no idea how Andrey Rublev is going to stay in this match. It's just, I don't know. It's sad. Guys, we've got over 35 people in the chat. Thank you very much, firstly, for tuning in. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. It really does help us out. And also do click the like button even. Sorry, God, if I can even speak. Please also smash the like button. Don't smash it, though, because you might break your phone. But please do like the like button. Tap it. Really does help us out. I do appreciate it. 4-1 here, and Alexander Zverev looking in extremely good form. Right, so Zverev's second serve placement has been pretty tight. Wait, what? Oh, return placement. Flipping neck. I was going to say there's a lot of balls outside of the serve box. You can see only 23% down the middle, and most of those balls are deep, very deep, and a lot of pace on them as well. Makes a huge difference. Oh, good serve. Very good serve from Zverev. And Rublev is just struggling with the serve, man. He's struggling to get not any returns. He's getting some returns back. It's just any meaningful returns back. Only 4 return points. 1 at the moment for Flip. The first serve from Zverev's. 40 love, 129 miles per hour down the tee. Just forget about it. Just forget about it. I think Rublev is just going to have to go home, have a sleep, and just say, you know what? Wasn't playing my best. It's life. Oh my God. Just serves to love. How easy is that? Right, let's answer some of the questions. Fat Notification says, do you think Murray beats Kyrgios later? Oh, such a good one. It's a shame it's so late, you know. If it wasn't so late, I'll do it, but it's at, well, they say it's going to be at midnight, but it'll probably start after that. All the tennis matches start later than they say it will. This was supposed to start at 9:30 UK time. It started at 9:40. There was no match on before this. What? Second serve from Rublev, and then, oh, that's what you want to see. The return from Zverev was deep, but straight at Rublev. He sets himself nicely and absolutely crunches the forehand into win. Winner speed 93 miles an hour, 30 love hit, and that's a big serve down the tee. 40 love. Come on, Rublev. That's it. Serving to stay in the set, and he's doing well here. 40 love. Come on. Come on, mate. Oh, there we go. There we go. More of that, please. Huge serve out wide from the ad side. And he closes it out, serves to love. 5-2 here, and it looks like we're going to get a 6-2, 6-2 potentially, unless something miraculous happens and Zverev doesn't manage to hold serve here. It's funny, I was talking to I was actually talking to Gil Gross today about this, and I think we both kind of agree that Kyrgios is really good mates with Andy Murray, so he struggles to fire himself up to play really well to beat him. If that makes, it's almost like he's thinking, oh, do I really want to beat him? He's like a really good mate, so he struggles to actually beat Andy Murray, or actually play his top level, let's say. But look, it should be a good match. Should be a very good match, I think. Yeah, I think it'll be enjoyable. So let's see who wins, but I would back Murray, actually, to be fair. If Kyrgios plays his best, then definitely Kyrgios, because Murray's not the Murray that we remember, unfortunately. Needs to adapt his game. If he does or not, who knows? But yeah, we'll see. Fan notification says 12:15 according to Ladbrokes. Yeah, that's what I mean. So they said it was going to be midnight, I think, on Google and also Amazon Prime. I think they're saying it's going to be midnight. Lies. It's going to be. It probably will be 12:15. Probably even be later. Things I understand when there's matches before, right? Because matches are then overrun and you can't help that. So the next match on court can then start later, but not when it's the first match. Here we go, serving for the championship for another Masters 1000 tournament. Big serve from Alexander Zverev. 15 love. Like that a lot. Like that. He is just playing so damn well. No, misses the first serve though here. You know what, if I was him, set up 5-2 up, 15 love. I'm just going to go for my second serve big time. Will he? He hasn't actually. Interesting. Goes to the backhand of Rublev, and we're into the rally. Forehand to forehand. Forehand down the line from Rublev. Good forehand. And Zverev goes long with the backhand cross court. Better from Rublev, making Zverev move around, but probably a little bit, not a little bit, very late from Rublev to be causing Zverev issues here. I'd be very surprised if he comes back from here. 15-all. Fan notification says I've got Murray in a treble with Zverev and Barty. Flipping heck, well, you're 2/3 of the way there, aren't you, mate? Murray, I don't know. That's a risky one, isn't it? I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't bet anyway. But if I was to, I wouldn't put any money on Murray in any match at the moment because too unpredictable. Slice from Rublev, but it's so short. It's a good serve too. It's a good body serve from Zverev from the juice side, and the short ball is punished from the German cross court into the open court. 30-15, and he's just like, you know what? This is easy. This is absolutely easy, is what Zverev's thinking right now. He's like, come on, man. Give me a challenge. I'm just blowing everyone away. Yeah, you are, mate. Well, you know, stop making it look so easy then. What do you want to say? What do you want to say? 30-15 here. And Alexander Zverev looking... He's just looking phenomenal, isn't he? Really is. Oh, second serve has gone long. No serving yips, I don't think you can say, but 3 doubles. It's one more double than the semi-final. Needs to be careful. The next thing you know, it's become a thing. And 30 all here. No, that's not gone in, and he looks disappointed. I think there's pressure. I reckon he might double again. If he doubles again, then it's back. Oh my god, he went for that. 134 mile per hour second serve. Flipping heck. That was a risk. And Rublev manages to win the point. He pushes. Oh my gosh, wow. Well done, Rublev. Pushes Zverev back. And it's a huge into-out forehand. It's so big. And Zverev doesn't do enough with a defensive slice. Loops it up. Rublev steps in, hits a fantastic into-out drive forehand. And he's got a breakpoint opportunity here. Zverev, who was serving for the championship, is now having to save a break point. And the second serve here for Rublev to have a look at. Do not double fault, please. Oh, you idiot. No. This is what I mean. This is bad. It's back. The yips are back. That's 4, isn't it? That's 4 doubles. Nah, man, that's not good. 3 in 1 set, I think it has been, or 2. He's changing his racket, mate. That makes no difference. Oh, no. It wasn't 2 in a row, but it was 2 in 1 game. And 1 on a break point. That's not really acceptable. Well, I say acceptable. I'm the king of serving, and it's not acceptable to serve a double fault, and you're banished from the tennis court. No, obviously it's not that, but I don't know. I think that's a concern. I think it's a big concern, actually, to be honest with you. Big serve from Rublev, and then Zverev, though, his returning's been very, very good. Very good depth on that forehand, and Rublev goes so long with the forehand. Crazy. He's struggling with the depth that Zverev's finding on the ground strokes. He's really struggling to get to grips with it. Fan notification says decent odds though, and I'm thinking like you that Kyrgios won't really want to win. Yeah, that's true. I feel like, and it's such a shame, but I feel like there's only certain opponents and matches on certain courts that he really is up for playing, and he will actually give his all on. I don't know. He definitely seems like he is driven by his motivation for certain matches, and that has a huge impact on the way that he plays. He fluctuates so much, the level of play that he exudes. Very posh word. Why does he exude? Anyway, good serve from Rublev, and backhand to backhand. Zverev goes long. And Rublev, you know what? He'll take a little bit from that because he's just won the backhand to backhand exchange there. And that's the first time I've noticed it. 15-30 here. Very interesting. Oh, Rublev goes wide. Goes to backhand as Zverev. What a backhand. Crunches it. And Rublev goes long with the forehand. Match point. Fault, second serve, and it's 2 match points. 2 break and match points. Here we go. Backhand into win, then forehand down the line. Rublev. Rublev. Backhand into the net, and he has lost 6-2, 6-3 to the German. And this has been, I'm not joking, this has been absolute carnage. Zverev, yes, 4 double faults. Yes, a bit of worries about, that last service game. Maybe a bit of pressure. I'm not too happy about that, for being honest with you. But My gosh. He's playing some phenomenal tennis, to be fair. And let's put that aside, the kind of yips thing. So I don't know if it's quite there, but that is a little bit of a concern for me. Put that to one side, and he played a phenomenal game of tennis. So really well played, Alexander Zverev. We're going to go through the stats as well. Let me know what you think as well. I think actually I want to know your thoughts on how you think Zverev will do at the US Open. I want to get your guys' thoughts because obviously, yeah. Rublev is, he's frustrated. He chucks his bottle. You can just see he's miserable. And I don't blame him, man. Like, just got absolutely catapulted. Zverev looks like he's barely broken a sweat. Gosh. Signs the camera. I don't see what the point is, man. What's the point of signing the camera? I just wipe it off after anyway. Matthew D'Souza says, oh, hold on, actually, 1 second. So 18 winners for Rublev compared to 16 for Zverev. 19 unforced errors though for Rublev. So one more unforced error than winner for Rublev. So still more unforced errors. Only 6 unforced errors for Zverev compared to 16 winners. So there's a huge difference there, right? Nearly 3 times the amount of winners to unforced errors for Zverev. Rublev almost 1-to-1. I'll give him that, but it's one less winner. So that's pretty poor. Not terrible, but pretty poor. Matthew D'Souza says, I think Nick wins. Hope Murray wins, though, as he was looking a lot better versus her catch. Was he? Was he looking a lot better? I don't know what you guys think, but I think personally, I've heard a lot of people say this, and I agree that he needs to adapt his game. He's not the fittest guy, or in the top 3 or 4 fittest guys on tour anymore. That he's able to just run around and grind, genuinely just grind. He's not able to do that. He needs to be a bit more proactive in his tennis, and that means going for his forehand a bit more. His second serve being a bit bigger, his first serve, like hitting spots, making sure that he's serving 100% on that first serve. The backhand as well is such a weapon. He's going to have to go a bit close to the lines. Like, he just needs to be more aggressive in his overall tennis. And I think at the moment, I haven't quite seen that. If he does do that, then fine. But yeah, I really do. I genuinely love Andy Murray in terms of like a player and a person. I just think there needs to be some type of adaptation, and we've seen that with the big 3. He at one point was part of that, big 4. Can he do it as well? I don't think it's going to take him to a semi-final or a final, but it could take him to a deep run in a Masters tournament. I don't see why not. And yeah, let's see. I hope it does happen, because genuinely, what a player! He's done so much for the sport as well. I just think he needs to adapt now as he gets older. You just can't rely on the way that you're playing. Let's see. Matthew D'Souza says, "What a damn squid of a final." It's true. Adil says, "Yeah, for Zion, yeah, no problem." Adil. Fan notification says, "I think he will get to the final and win it unless it's Djokovic he faces." So second favorite for fact notification. It's a tough one, I think the level at the moment that Zverev is playing is better than Medvedev. The biggest issue I have is the mental side. And I think Medvedev mentally is probably better than Zverev in the big points and stuff. We just saw him double fault, when he break point down. And that does make me think like there's still a little bit there lingering where he's not quite mentally in tune as he should be. Matthew D'Souza says, is Zverev and Medvedev on the same side of the draw? I think they meet in the semi-finals. As Zverev plays like this, it's 50-50. Smart money still on Medvedev. It's true. It's true. He's made the final there before. He's a very, very good operator. He's second in the world for a reason. I would like to say that I'd like to say Zverev beats Medvedev, but it's tough to say that. I think Medvedev is playing well as well. So look, they've each won a Masters tournament each. Medvedev obviously winning Canada, Zverev winning here in Cincinnati. So those two are definitely, I think, the ones to watch behind Djokovic. And then you've got people like Tsitsipas, Rublev. I think unfortunately, obviously, didn't play particularly well today, but it happens. Also, right, okay. Thank you very much, guys, as well for tuning in. Please remember, if you haven't already, do smash the like button. It does help us out. And also do subscribe to the channel. Again, helps us out a whole heap. So do appreciate it if you don't mind. Right, let's get through these stats. And 11 aces to 6 for Rublev, actually. He did serve a lot of clean aces, to be fair. Alexander Zverev didn't serve a huge amount of clean aces, which is why he only has 6, but a whole heap of unreturnable serves. So that's not on here, but it should be, because I wish they had that stat, actually, because it'd be very interesting to see. First set percentage, as I said, about same still after the second set. First set points won actually dropped a little bit, I think, for Rublev, if I'm not mistaken. Went up a lot for Zverev, 93% compared to 67%. Zverev, obviously, in a very good way. Second set points won 45% compared to 13%. Oh my God. Carnage. Zverev is a good laugh, though, to be fair, as well, when he does an interview. Right, okay. Thank you very much, guys. Does anyone have any other questions before I wrap up? If you've got any questions on this match, or you've got any questions on the US Open or tennis related, then fire away. I'll keep the stream going for a few more minutes. And if not, au revoir, arrivederci, goodbye, and see you later, I guess. Adios. If no one else has got any more questions or comments. Oh, here we go. Oh, one in Spanish. Right, hold on. I need to translate this. Let's have a look. Google Translate will come in handy. I should really just keep it open, because quite a lot of the time I do get a lot of people asking questions in different languages. Let's have a look. Also, thank you guys for tuning in. As I know I've said it a couple of times, but if you have already subscribed and liked, well, if you've already subscribed to the channel and liked this video, first of all, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. If you haven't, please do so. It does help us out if you don't mind. It's quick and easy. Doesn't put you out, really. Let's see. So sorry, I'm just trying to get this translated. Because unfortunately, I wish I did speak like 10 languages. Without distracting from the triumph of Zverev, we expected much more from the final. You know what, Jose Carlos Perez, I agree with you. I expected more as well. I expected Rublev to play better. Unfortunately, just wasn't to be. I'm not surprised, though. I saw this as one of the potential outcomes, and it is what it is, I guess, right? It is what it is. Any more comments or questions, guys? Far away. Let me know. No? We all good? We all good? Okay, perfect. Cool. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Have a fantastic evening, if it's evening where you are. If it's an afternoon, then have a fantastic afternoon. And if it's the morning, have a great morning as well. Please do check out our other videos, of course, as well. And the best way to make sure you check those out is to make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell as well to get alerts to all the new videos. And of course, do help us out by liking the videos as well. We also are on Patreon now, so if you do want to get involved on there to contribute as little as £1 a month, does help us out in terms of getting new software, equipment. It actually does also help us in terms of obviously revenue and getting other people on to interview and stuff as well. So just helps us out in a big way. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate that it's not for everyone, but if you do also want to get cool perks like call outs or have a say in what is done on the channel in terms of content wise, then becoming a patron is for you, and there's some other cool exclusive content that will be exclusive to patrons as well. Okay, thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Stay safe and well, and I'll see you on the next stream. Thank you very much.